the ninth inning, or we're about to head into the ninth inning. Brandon Crawford, when he grounded out to end the Giants' eighth inning, stepped on first very emphatically for the benefit of that man, Jordan Baker. Then he may have said something to Baker. You're gone. And Baker tossed him out of the game. And of course, that all had to do with Brandon Crawford being called out on appeal for missing first base back in the sixth, although our replays showed that he did not miss first base.
He walks on a borderline pitch. Alex Wood throws a fit on the mound. And he has irritated C.B. Buckner. And as Rendon crosses the plate, Freddie Gonzalez comes out to get in between the ump and his pitcher, and he's been thrown out of the game. 1-0 Washington.
You see C.B. Buckner saying it was inside, and I think that's a good job by Freddie Gonzalez of saving his pitcher, because Alex Wood was ready to get tossed, and Brian McCann did a nice job there too. And Jason Worth eyeballed a very close 3-2 pitch right there. And after losing the first two games of this series and maybe not playing as well as they've wanted to down the stretch, it's apparent to me that the Braves are frustrated. Let's check out the 3-2 pitch. What does pitch track say? Just off the plate in. It was called a ball early in the sequence. And you see the reaction from Alex Wood. Braves are rattled.
Carlos Tosca, their bench coach, running the ball club. Here's Harper. Nats lead 1-0. Still only one out. Harper, right center. That'll make it 2-0. Zimmerman tagging at third after Span comes home. And Bryce Harper, RBI number 52.
Smart hit by Bryce Harper. He knew that Wood was rattled, didn't want to wait around, got a pitch he liked early in the count, hit it well to center field for the sac fly. Good at-bat, good baseball. And gets a fastball in the inner half. Does a nice job of not rolling over that to Freddie Freeman at first base. Pulled his hands inside nice. Got the barrel of the ball. Threw it out there about 350 feet straight away center to score Span from third and make this a 2-0 game.
Now Ian Desmond trying to increase the lead. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of balls in the air. One to center. One a foul ball to first. And there's a pitching change. Carlos Tosca, the bench coach, comes out. And Alex Wood is done after 4 2/3. Both runs in this inning will be unearned. Alex Wood's been tossed, and he's in the face of the umpire, or trying to get close to it. And Dale Scott, the crew chief, steps down from first base.
Well, if you're a lip reader at home, you know exactly what Alex Wood just said to C.B. Buckner. And the Braves are unraveling late in the season.
Nats are into their bullpen. Still early. Long way to go. Desmond batting in a moment, and the two Braves have been tossed.
And Desclafani hits Gomez. He's been ejected. Desclafani came inside, hit Gomez. He's been ejected. Marlins aren't happy about this either.
See, because it's not an automatic ejection. So you try to pitch inside, you miss a little bit, and you clip him. And all of a sudden you get thrown out of the game. Unbelievable. So if you're the Marlins tonight, you feel everybody's against you. The four guys in blue, the Brewers, of course, you're in their ballpark. And with everything that's happening, that's the feeling you have. And boy, is it hard to get out of that.
Chuck Hernandez, Marlins pitching coach, lingering around. Marlins have to make a decision as to who to replace Desclafani. Oh no. Fastball, and it hit Peralta in the helmet. Peralta is down.
Boy, you could see the reaction of Jose too.
And let's hope he's all right. You could hear it.
Diamondback dugout is on Vic Carapazza.
There's no need for any. It's clearly obvious that wasn't intentional. So why somebody would be thrown out for that, it's just crazy.
It's good to see. Chip Hale is getting into it with Carapazza behind the plate now about all the barking that was coming from the Diamondback dugout. And the home plate umpire had to go over there and tell him that's enough. As soon as David Peralta went down, Jose Fernandez came over to check on the condition of Peralta. Diamondback's dugout, especially Turner Ward apparently, wanted Vic Carapazza, the plate umpire, to get Fernandez out of there. And he said, if I want him out, I'll get him out. Don't tell me what to do. And he ejected Turner Ward.
And Yelich gets hit, and Leone has been tossed from the game. So Yelich is hit. Leone has been ejected.
And that'll also get Chip Hale ejected. It's absolutely ridiculous that they retaliate in a situation like that. Absolutely ridiculous.
And as we just showed you a moment ago, there was no one throwing in the Diamondback bullpen. So now they'll have to figure something out as Leone is ejected.
Toward right. Markakis is there, and he's got it. And that retires the side. Alex Wood is asking Mark Carlson about the plate. Inside corner, outside corner. He wants one of them. Got none of them. And the Pirates have scored 3. Apparently, fellas, he went too far. Looks like he's been thrown out of the ball game.
And AJ got there too late.
Back in the 60s, Frank Robinson at Yankee Stadium disappeared after catching a ball. That strike 3 call, and Belt may get tossed. He pounded the bat on the ground. Second straight, and he has been tossed.
And your manager's going to go with him. Dana DeMuth is the crew chief. He's walking down from first base. Well, you knew that was coming. Yeah.
Brandon Belt has been one of the leaders in the National League in getting walks. He's shown a great knowledge of the strike zone this year. And he gets called out for the second time in a row on a pitch that he thought was ball 4.
Well, I've never, in the years that Brandon Belt has been in the big leagues, seen him react like that, and he's just tired of it.
And I think that's got to be the first time he's ever been ejected.
Ever.
We've never seen it.
Called strike 3. Another big fan for Ryan Blakeney, and he tosses Pederson. Now keep in mind, Dave Roberts has got a big bench, but he's already run through some outfielders with several substitutions. Ryan Blakeney hearing it from both sides now.
Hands one, too. Pederson strikes out and spikes the bat down in frustration as the 7th inning comes to an end, and he just got thrown out. Thrown out by home plate umpire David Rackley. But the Dodgers add 4 here in the 7th and lead 10-2.
(3-2), strike 3 at the knees. Crawford upset.
The Giants are out of position players, so Bochy's going to get his money's worth.
Bochy's still ticked off from yesterday. He's going to get run. He already did.
That was Crawford for leaving his bat.
Oh, is that Crawford, not Bochy? Now Bochy's
gone.
Now they're both gone. This is a carryover, I guarantee you, from last night for Boch.
Crawford's going to get his money's worth now, too.
Yesterday they were upset with a called strike to end the game against Brandon Belt by Doug Eddings. Obviously this is a different crew. Yeah, I think they're going to look at this pitch later. Maybe they won't. It's a pretty good pitch.
Supermo Iannetta gets a fastball down.
That's in the middle of the plate and looks to be at the very bottom of the zone. Chris Siegel ran both Crawford
and Belt goes around.
He can't believe it. Greg Gibson, the third base umpire, take a look. No, that's not a swing.
And in between innings, Brandon Belt got into it with Greg Gibson, and he was ejected.
Well, we're assuming that Pablo Sandoval is going to take over at first base, as you see the thumb. And then he throws his glove. And this is about as mad as I think I've ever seen Brandon Belt. Ortiz Hernandez and Andy McCutcheon, and now Ron Lotus gets in there, and Boch gets out. Said he gave him warnings 5 times.
So Sandoval will take over at first.
Got him swinging. Joc Pederson just got thrown out of the game. I think Dave's saying he wasn't mad at you.
That is strike 3 called, and that one was not a strike. All right, I take it back about the home plate umpire being right most of the time. That one was you could see that. Well, of course, we sit up on the roof, and Bruce Bochy is going to be tossed out of the game.
He's awarding what he's doing. He's awarding the pitchers when they hit that same area. They hit the same spot. He's giving them the call. He's getting outside of his own zone. And normally this guy has a tighter zone than most. Right about the Ryan Klesko call, by the way. Kind of looks like
he was tall, and he walked by us in the hallway this morning. And for just a brief second, we were far enough away where I thought, why is Ryan Klesko here? It's the home plate umpire. Bochy, his final game managing here in Washington, D.C., a place where he grew up, started to play baseball as a kid, and he's not going to finish the game. We'll have to watch the rest of it from the clubhouse.
Got him. Well, very unhappy. It's the second time that Belt has gotten called out.
And he's got an argument. Yan Gomes is in the other batter's box.
So Belt is gone. So are the Giants. Nationals coming up.
Ball got his hands, and they say he swung at it.
Oh.
I just said I didn't swing.
I don't know about that.
We can't even review it, you know, because they said he swung. You can review it if it's a hit by pitch. But you can't review it
with a check swing.
On a check swing. And that's the first time that Gabe Kapler's been thrown out of a ball game.
Getting his money's worth.
There he is.
Take a look. Did not swing at it.
It did hit his hands.
Back of his right hand.
He didn't swing though.
No, he did not.
And we're not done.
Oh, boy.
Warning, Joe West has warned both teams. Why would you warn them? I mean, I know you have back-to-back home runs.
I have no idea. Gabe's saying, why are you warning us?
Oh, Gabe's been thrown out for the second time on this homestands. Atrocious, I see, he said. It was a quick exit, but it also is a quick warning. I know that there's obviously history with the rivalry. There was Reese's slow trot around the bases the last time the Phillies were facing the Mets. Then Freese as that one go over his back, and now Neris is thrown out of the game. A fastball that time that went over the back of David Freese, who wasn't pleased about it, as you would imagine.
No, I don't blame him.
Yep. Chris Conroy, pretty composed. He just said, I have to make that decision. And Gabe is thrown out. 95-mile-an-hour fastball that hit Freese. Thought it went over his back, but it hit him. No reaction from JT. Like last night, JT reacted because, and rightfully so, it was a slider. Now he's talking to Bill Miller about it with Reese and Brad Miller. So Ranger Suarez will commit. He's been warming up. So it was a actual bunt attempt.
Wow. Might have got away with one there.
Strike three call.
You're right again, John.
A little off the plate. 5 strikeouts for Porcello. Reese Hoskins coming up. StatCast AI powered by AEW.
You're done.
Somebody's thrown out of this ball game. I don't know if it was Harper, if it was Gabe. I think it was Harper. Jerry Mills, the crew chief, is coming down. Maybe it was Gabe because he hasn't been thrown out of the game yet.
I think they got both of them.
You think they got both of them?
I think they got both of them. I know one of them. I think that was the circle, like everyone here didn't come to see you type of deal. I think Bryce said the magic word to that last pitch to Reese. That's not close.
I mean, Harp had everything. He had every reason to complain about the pitch to him. The last one to Reese looked like it was a good pitch, but it's a residual. Hear him say it's not even close.
A little more activity we've seen in the dugout this year with the umpires.
Yeah. It's really the only way you're getting thrown out these days is if you argue balls and strikes, the way it seems.
You're done. You're done. Yeah.
That's where he tossed Harper. And then Gabe was thrown out after that.
2-for-1 special.
Yeah. The line and in. Snow cones it. And the inning is over. No runs. 1 hit. And 1 man left. This is the reason they were arguing with Harper. It was close. It was brought back, though, but it's off the plate. And then eventually he was ejected. We'll go to the 5th.